Struggling to find the perfect CAD model for your designs? Wasting hours modeling bolts, brackets, or bearings from scratch? Let me show you the ultimate CAD design shortcut you never knew you needed. McMaster-Carr's incredible CAD library. If you hadn't heard of a CAD library before, well, what I'm about to show you is going to save you hours. And these libraries aren't just good for downloading files and using them in their projects. They're also great as an educational tool to see how other geometry and products can actually be modeled. So what is McMaster-Carr? McMaster-Carr is one of the biggest industrial suppliers in the world. Think of it as the Amazon of engineering parts. Everything from screws and hinges to motors, seals, and sensors. But here's the part that most designers overlook. Almost every product in their catalog includes a free, ready-to-download CAD file. That means if you need a bolt, a bracket, or even a gas strut, you can download it in SolidWorks format, or STEP, IGES, and a bunch of others, and drop it straight into your assembly. It's fast, it's accurate, and honestly, it feels a bit like cheating, but it's completely free, and it will save you hours. What I really want to focus on in this video is that these models are not just for dropping into your assemblies, they're actually a brilliant way to learn SolidWorks. When you open one of their parts, you can reverse engineer how it was built. The majority of models are parametric, built with full dimensions, clean sketches, and sometimes even equations. You'll see features like patterns, drafts, and fillets that match real-world manufacturing. And, true to our motto, they're always fully defined. That means they're stable, editable, and easy to learn from. Try opening a complex part and tracing back how each feature was made. You'll pick up modeling strategies you might never have considered. Now, I will add the disclaimer here, not absolutely everything has a CAD file attached to it. Some of the furniture I looked at, some things such as sealants, for instance, obviously they don't need to have any CAD. But what we're here for is the hardware, the stuff, the nuts and bolts, the washers, the springs, the bearings, the hose clamps. Those are the things that we're going to use in our product design. So why do you need this library? Why do you need access to something like this as a designer? Well, let's say I've got this product and I've got this product and I'm trying to find exactly what size screw I need to fit these two together. I've got a physical sample that I've pulled out from some tub in my garage drawers or my workshop, and I want to have a drawing to show how this assembly is going together. Well, and not only are the files easy to access and download, they're also accurate, super accurate. So let's jump in now and let's try and find that screw. Okay, that screw that I've just put in there is an M5 by 20 countersunk head screw. So on McMaster.com, we're going in here to screws and bolts, and then here we go through the library to filter to the exact product that we need. I'm going to go for metric. I'm going to go for an M5. My length, as I said, 20 millimeters. My head type, fastener head type. If I zoom out here, I'm going to go for a flathead. My drive style, hex. Okay, and you can keep going with those filters. But here at this point, I've got quite a few products that are going to be suitable for what I need. Now, with McMaster-Carr being a catalog, you can actually buy products straight from here. Now, I don't know to where they ship, but again, there are alternatives for different regions of the world that you can try out. If you find the right file here though, like we're all about the CAD library, okay? And I think their CAD library is probably one of the best. So let's just pick one of these screws here. I'm going to go for this zinc plated one. And what we do is we click on this product code here. It's picked up my previous history. And we can see this CAD box here and an option to download. And I don't even need to do anything here apart from click SolidWorks, click download, and it's going to download the file. And then when I click, that's going to open in SolidWorks. Here is the file. All right, how easy was that? Free and instant downloads, no strings attached. You need to put this into your design. What else could you ask for? Now, these products, a lot of the hardware is modeled in SolidWorks. And you can even find alternative file types, step files, IGES files. So if you're using different software, you can try those as well. If you don't want an editable file, or you do not have SolidWorks 2017 or newer, you could probably try a step file, download and import that, and then you've still got the same 3D geometry. Depending on what you're using it for, you can go for your life from here. We're wanting to use this in our assembly. Well, the file is already built. It's already to the correct size. We can see here, M5 by 20. The file is saved in our download folder. We can go File, Save As, save it in a new folder. We can save it with our own design parts, and then we can insert it into an assembly just like any other part file. If you go to the custom properties of the file, you can see more information about the model. You can see its part number, so that's its code number in McMaster. You can see its description, materials, and other information about where it's come from. And one of the things I think is best for a designer or engineer learning SolidWorks to use this library is to see how these parts are made. All right, these are geometrically accurate. The processes used to create these and the threads is accurate. An M5 bolt here is going to have a 0.8 pitch for the thread. And you can see that's controlled here with a helix. You can see generally these parts are also set up using equations. So you can go through and download different models and see how they're built, and then even recreate them yourself or edit dimensions. These are all editable. All right, this example is set up with a well-refined master sketch. If I want to create a custom screw from this, I can change the length here. Okay, now that might have some adverse effects on my feature tree, but that's something with what I've controlled, or what I have control of here, that we can edit and update as we go. How I've made the most of McMaster-Carr in the past has predominantly been downloading 3D CAD files for parts that I didn't have modeled. I may have had the physical part in my hands, but I just knew to remodel it was going to take me half an hour of time. Instead, finding and downloading the file would take minutes. When you're trying to meet tight deadlines or ensure accuracy in your models, it is a huge help to use a CAD library such as this. What's great about it is the variety that's in there. And when I say variety, yes, there's a variety of different products, but even just for the length of different types of screws. So very quickly, you could download a range of different lengths of the same screw, save them to your drive with the rest of your project files, insert them into your assembly, and check one by one which size is going to be the optimum for your design. Over time, if you're consistent with the way you manage your files, and you find yourself regularly using same or similar hardware over and over again, well, you don't need to keep downloading it from the website. You start to create your own folder of hardware that you can call upon, and then you know that you've already got those files there downloaded. So when it comes time to do that project that needs a certain screw, well, it's even quicker again. Now, McMaster-Carr might be my go-to, but it's not the only player in town. If you're looking for more places to grab pre-built SolidWorks files, here are some others worth bookmarking. TraceParts, which is a massive CAD library with components from thousands of suppliers. You'll find everything from fasteners to robotics hardware, all downloadable in SolidWorks format. GrabCAD, a community-driven library with over 5 million free models. Quality varies, but it's great for inspiration or reference, and lots of models include full feature trees. Part Community, more than 500 catalogs from real manufacturers. Their interface takes getting used to, but the selection is excellent. Misumi, if you're designing automation or industrial rigs, Misumi has a stellar 3D CAD catalog with precise, ready-to-download parts. And finally, 3D Content Central by Default Systems, the owners of SolidWorks. Free parts from certified suppliers and SolidWorks users alike, plus some built-in configurators to adjust dimensions before downloading. Use these tools not just to save time, but to improve your modeling skills. Download parts, dissect the features, and learn how professionals build real-world hardware in CAD. So to wrap it up, McMaster-Carr's CAD library is fast, accurate, and totally free, and there are many others like them available out there in the World Wide Web. If you're not using them, you're doing extra work. If this helped you save time, hit that like button and subscribe for more ways to improve your SolidWorks workflow. Let me know in the comments how you've used McMaster-Carr's or other CAD libraries files, or what tools you rely on to work faster. See you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please like and share. If you've got any suggestions for other content, leave it in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And there's some other videos here. Check out. Thanks.